Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'm reading 1 Samuel 19 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, And Saul spake to Jonathan his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David. But Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David, and Jonathan told David, saying, Saul my father seeketh to kill thee. Now therefore, I pray thee, take heed to thyself until the morning, and abide in a secret place, and hide thyself. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art, and I will commune with my father of thee, and what I see, that I will tell thee. And Jonathan spake good of David unto Saul his father, and said unto him, Let not the king sin against his servant, against David, because he hath not sinned against thee, and because his works have been to thee ward very good. For he did put his life in his hand, and slew the Philistine, and the Lord wrought a great salvation for all Israel. Thou sawest it, and didst rejoice. Wherefore then wilt thou sin against innocent blood, to slay David without a cause? And Saul hearkened unto the voice of Jonathan, and Saul sware, As the Lord liveth, he shall not be slain. And Jonathan called David, and Jonathan shewed him all those things. And Jonathan brought David to Saul, and he was in his presence as in times past. And there was war again, and David went out and fought with the Philistines, and slew them with a great slaughter, and they fled from him. And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul, as he sat in the house with his javelin in his hand. And David played with his hand. And Saul sought to smite David even to the wall with the javelin, and he slipped away out of Saul's presence, and he smote the javelin into the wall, and David fled and escaped that night. Saul also sent messengers unto David's house to watch him and to slay him in the morning. And Michal, David's wife, told him, saying, If thou save not thy life tonight, tomorrow thou shalt be slain. So Michal led David down through a window, and he went and fled and escaped. And Michal took an image and laid it in the bed, and put a pillow of goat's hair for his bolster, and covered it with a cloth. And when Saul sent messengers to take David, she said, He is sick. And Saul sent the messengers again to see David, saying, Bring him up to me in the bed, that I may slay him. And when the messengers were come in, behold, there was an image in the bed, with a pillow of goat's hair for his bolster. And Saul said unto Michal, Why hast thou deceived me so, and sent away mine enemy, that he is escaped? And Michal answered Saul, He said unto me, Let me go, why should I kill thee? So David fled and escaped, and come to Samuel to Ramah, and told him all that Saul had done to him. And he and Samuel went and dwelt in Naioth. And it was told Saul, saying, Behold, David is at Naioth in Ramah. And Saul sent messengers to take David, and when they saw the company of the prophets prophesying, and Saul standing as appointed over them, the Spirit of God was upon the messengers of Saul, and they also prophesied. And when it was told Saul, he sent other messengers, and they prophesied likewise. And Saul sent messengers again the third time, and they prophesied also. Then went he also to Ramah, and came to a great well that is in Sheshu. And he asked and said, Where are Samuel and David? And one said, Behold, they be at Naioth in Ramah. And he went thither to Naioth in Ramah, and the Spirit of God was upon him also, and he went on and prophesied until he came to Naioth in Ramah. And he stripped off his clothes also, and prophesied before Samuel in like manner, and lay down naked all that day and all that night. Wherefore they say, is Saul also among the prophets? Okay, guys, so I don't know if you all realize this, but did you actually see that Jonathan convinced Saul not to kill David, and so David continued to live with Saul for a while? But then what happened? Do you recall what happened? The Spirit from God came upon him again. And if you realize, whenever it is that the Spirit from God came upon him, not the Spirit of God, the Spirit from God, which is the evil spirit, then he would actually try to act against David. He would try to kill David because the Spirit is angered against David. The spirit of evil does not like spirit of godliness and the spirit of good. And so they will always strive against each other. So this here, there are a lot of things in this chapter, but this is what I'm taking from it for you guys. Okay? This is what I was led to take from it for you guys. Some people will not like you, not because you've done any wrong to them, not because you've borne any ill will to them, or they bear any ill will to you also, but because an evil spirit is upon them, and the evil spirit cannot stand the Spirit of God that is within you. And so the good spirit and the evil spirit cannot cohabitate. And so what happens is that the evil spirit will try to lash out at the good spirit. And that's the reason why you find people hating you for no reason, people fighting against you for no reason, people telling lies on you for no reason, without just cause, people wanting to kill you for no reason, without any just cause or will. And it's not them that wants to kill you, but it's the evil spirit that has overtaken them, that is working in their lives, that wants to harm you and to get you out of the way. So let me just tell you this. If you find yourself in a situation where you're being combated a lot, and people who you've done no ill will to, or which you've not spoken bad of, or anything, just starts reacting in a negative way towards you, and it's of no just cause. You cannot see, because I'm not talking about people who just think they're always right and think that everything that they does is good. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about individuals where you can actually sit and evaluate yourself and say, okay, I've done this person wrong in saying this, or I've done this person wrong in doing this, or whatever the action may be. Right? I'm talking about those individuals. If you're one of those individuals and you know, and you can evaluate yourself and reassess yourself and find that you've not done any ill will towards anyone, and they're hating you and they're constantly fighting against you, and if they have the chance they kill you, then you know that you need to get down on your knees and pray for that person. It's not for us to fight against that person, because the battle is not ours, the battle is the Lord's. Because the reason why that spirit is attacking you, why that spirit is letting that person attack you, that evil spirit, is because the Spirit of God is with you, and it does not like to see that. It's very uncomfortable with that feeling, and so it has to try and get rid of it. And so you should not fight against the person. You should not bear ill will against that person. You should get down on your knees and pray for that person and give it to God. I don't know who this is for. I don't know why, because there's so many other things here, but that's the word I'm getting to give you. Okay? Don't fight against them. Pray for them. The battle is not yours. The battle is for the Lord. So take it out of your hands, give it to Him in prayer, and let Him take the wheel, and let Him overcome the evil spirit that has taken over your neighbor, your brother, your sister. Okay? Alright, guys, so I'm gonna leave you on that. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted to whenever a new audio video is posted. And guys, please don't forget to share your thoughts, your revelations, and your comments down below in the comment section. Have yourselves a blessed day, and remember, keep your salvation. And if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.